Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hey, man, it's Jeff Bridges.
Oh, friend of the show, Jeff Bridges. How are you?
I'm doing pretty great, all things considered. How are you, man?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. What did you want to talk about?
Well, hey, man, I just wanted to tell you that ever since the campaign thing, I've really been bitten by the politics bug. I've always been contentious to hang back with all that, but lately I've been like, hey, fuck it, get more involved.
That's great, Jeff.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the whole white dudes for Kamala thing. That had a real fun vibe. And just because all that went down like a lead balloon doesn't mean that vibe has to end,
Right.
But I've got to find somewhere else to put that energy, man. The whole Kamala thing is dead. As far as my research shows, right now it's more like white dudes for where the fuck is Kamala, I don't even think she's vice president anymore.
Yeah, she's not, Jeff. J.D. Vance is.
Who? But, yeah, okay, well, right there, it's hard to keep up, man. I guess Trump just fired her along with those other poor saps.
Sure, okay.
But there's still hope, man. I'm proud to say I recently signed a petition, which is a constitutional right. So I'm doing my fucking part, man.
Oh, that's great. And what petition was this?
Well, you know how Trump wants to take over Greenland? That island that's either normal big or crazy big, depending on what map you look at.
Sure.
Well, it turns out Greenland belongs to Denmark.
Yep.
Little old Denmark. Turns out it's a real place, not just from Hamlet. Well, anyway, Denmark put up an online petition to get people to sign saying that Denmark should take over California in retaliation. And I said, fuck yeah, and I signed it, man. But, digitally on the computer.
I see. Do you really think Denmark should annex California, or was this a pointless, empty gesture?
Well, I don't know. Maybe both. I mean, it can't get worse, right? Denmark is the oldest monarchy in Europe. It contains 406 islands. They probably know how to manage fucking water, man. And just look around at the homeless and the open drug use in the street, and not the cool drugs. Yeah. It's a fucking disaster here, man.
You realize you're describing the failure of the state government in California, right? Trump did not create this. He didn't create those problems.
Well, yeah, but he's not helping either.
So you think it's best to replace Trump and Gavin Newsom with the King of Denmark or whatever they have over there?
Well, it's interesting, man. They have a king and a prime minister who's a lady, a nice Danish lady. They've got two people in charge, which is probably better than one. It's probably a better system. Their legislature only has one house, and they've got a shit ton of political parties to choose from. The whole thing's just more groovy.
Well, you could live in Denmark itself if you want. I mean, why do they need to take over California?
Because I hate fucking moving, man.
The tiny country of Denmark has never managed an economy of California's size. They'd have no idea what they're even doing.
Well, not at first, maybe, but they'd figure it out. They're quick learners, man.
Yeah, all right. Do you realize this was a stunt on the part of the Danes? It wasn't really meant to be taken seriously. No one thinks that Denmark is going to take over California.
I don't think that's true, man. Denmark wouldn't do that. You can trust them. They're not like the dirty fucking lying Swedes.
I'm sorry, Jeff. It's not a serious thing. It's a joke.
Well, okay. I did something, though. I signed a fucking thing. I wasn't going to sit here and let all this just happen. This dismantling of democracy and shit. And taking over Greenland, which is the colony of another country. That shit won't stand, man.
Well, you did your part. Were there any other aspects of being a Danish subject that you were looking forward to?
Well, I thought maybe we'd get a discount on Legos.
Are you one of those Lego adults?
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Getting absolutely blazed and putting together a Star Wars spaceship, nothing fucking beats it, man.
You can still do that in America.
Well, not if Donald Trump has his way. Worst thing is I learned that goofy-ass national anthem for no reason. It is a stirring memorial to the bravery of Danish sailors during the Torstenson War, but the melody fucking sucks, man. Hey, you want to come over and do some Legos with me?
No, thanks, Jeff. I have to move on with the show. Thanks for calling in, though.
My pleasure, man. Good talking to you. And keep on doing what you do, man, whatever the fuck that is. Sayonara, amigo.
Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets.